Hello and welcome to this week's Solution Saturday. In this series, we'll be focusing on the more difficult questions from the North London Independent Girls' Schools Consortium Group 1 2017 paper. In this video, we'll be going through the solution for question 50, step by step, and hopefully you can see how you can utilise the techniques you've already learnt in class to solve the problem. If you have any questions, then don't hesitate to ping us on Facebook, Instagram, or in the comment section down below. Two snails, Alfie and Brian, are 1 metre apart and start sliding towards each other at the same time. Alfie slides 8 millimetres every minute, while Brian slides 12 millimetres every minute. In the first section of the question, we are asked after how many minutes will the snails meet. If we look at the question carefully, we can see that the key word here is meet. This tells us that this is a speed question, where both snails are crawling towards each other. So we draw a line and respective arrows to show that Alfie and Brian are heading towards one another. From class, we learned that when two things are headed towards each other, we will never know their respective distances travelled. What we do know is that when they meet, the total distance will be the distance of the road, which in this case is 1 metre. To make things easier, we'll convert metres into millimetres. So 1 metre is 1,000 millimetres. So Alfie and Brian are 1,000 millimetres apart. As we use speed as a proportion, together both Alfie and Brian move 20 millimetres per minute. This means to move 1,000 millimetres, we need to do 1,000 divided by 20, which gives us 50 minutes. Alfie and Brian will take 50 minutes to meet each other. Now moving on to part B. How much further than Alfie will Brian have moved? We know that per minute, Brian moves 4 millimetres more than Alfie. Since we know it takes 50 minutes for them to meet, we multiply 50 by 4, which gives us 200. This means that altogether Brian moves 200 millimetres more than Alfie. However, don't get caught out by the units, since the question is asking for centimetres instead of millimetres. As 10 millimetres is equal to 1 centimetre, we need to do 200 divided by 10 to give us 20 centimetres. Thank you for watching. We hope you've been able to build on your knowledge of distance, speed and time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment or reach out on our other platforms. Check out the other videos in the playlist for more solutions on tricky questions from this paper.